Hi, this is Joel Johnson with Better Money Boston, and today we are talking about the option that many of you have, which is to take a buyout offer and retire early. Many companies out there are merging. You're familiar with a lot of companies in our area here that have merged, and a lot of people are being offered buyouts. Maybe it's because that company is downsizing. Maybe it's because they've merged. Maybe it's just because business is going elsewhere. It's moving south to Texas or South Carolina or Florida. And so many times you're given this option of taking an early retirement. Usually they enhance some of the benefits that you have to help you a little bit. And people are in a real quandary trying to figure out, should I take that option or not? So the first one I want to tell you is we want to give you a copy of this book, Can You Retire If Offered a Buyout? It's a great resource, and I want to get you that copy of that book. However, before we do that, I want to talk about the variables to consider. Number one, do you have a pension? If you get offered an early retirement offer or a buyout, do you have a pension? And when should you trigger that pension? Important issues to consider. The second issue to consider is, do you have a lump sum? Can you take that pension and instead of taking it in monthly payments, can you roll it over into an individual retirement account where you might have more flexibility and control? Now, it's important you weigh the pros and cons of each option, either taking those monthly payments or rolling it over into an individual retirement account, because there are pros and cons. If you're getting financial advice, make sure it's from a fiduciary to help you decide that. What about Social Security? When should you trigger Social Security if you're over age 62? Should you trigger it right away or should you wait? Again, that decision is part of an all-encompassing financial plan. Don't make the mistake of just looking at Social Security as one small piece. And then the last question, which a lot of people struggle with, is what are you going to do for health insurance? So if you're being offered that early buyout, make sure you think this through, maybe get some advice from an outside source. If it's a financial advisor, make sure they're a fiduciary. You want to answer those questions. In the meantime, make sure you get a copy of our guide, Can I Retire If I Am Offered a Buyout? Can I retire if I'm offered a buyout? Or I should say, can you retire? Go to bettermoneyboston.com. That's bettermoneyboston.com.